Бать, сука, дизель.
Выливайте, подбрасывайте.
We know that we can expect all sort of things from Russian, but seeing this footage, the question arises, is he alive? In Tel Aviv, Israel, a Russian opposition leader was spotted with a person very similar to Wagner Group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin. For the past few days, there's been news stories that Prigozhin is alive and living in Israel. President Volodymyr Zelensky said that the Ukrainian armed forces are gradually pushing Russian troops out of Kharkiv Oblast. Zelensky's statement comes after Ukraine's 3rd Separate Assault Brigade launched a counterattack in Kharkiv Oblast and advanced almost 2 square kilometers deep into the frontline area a day prior. Zelensky said that he had spoken with Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky, who briefed him on the situation in Kharkiv Oblast. We are pushing the Russian army out, gradually. The invader will not conquer Kharkiv and will not conquer our Ukraine, Zelensky said. The president called Kharkiv a heroic city, adding that since the beginning of May, the Ukrainian armed forces have managed to repel Russia's attempt to launch an offensive toward Kharkiv. While initially gaining ground in May, a Russian offensive in northeastern Kharkiv Oblast quickly bogged down, with Russian troops reportedly suffering heavy losses. The intensity of fighting had decreased somewhat compared to other sectors, though several reports of Russia preparing new attacks have emerged since then. Oleksandr Borodin, a spokesperson for Ukraine's 3rd Separate Assault Brigade, told Radio Free Europe Radio Liberty that the recent counterattack in Kharkiv Oblast destroyed the positions and logistics of the 20th Army of Russia. Despite the damage, including to its personnel, the Russian army still has large reserves in this area. Yet Russian forces may be ineffective due to the damage to their logistics, Borodin added. Ukrainian forces are trying to seize a women's penal colony in the village of Malaya Lokhnya in Russia's Kursk Oblast, where Ukrainian prisoners were held, Media Initiative for Human Rights reported. Ukraine started its incursion into Russia's Kursk Oblast on August 6th. As of August 20th, the Ukrainian military said it controlled 1,263 square kilometers, 488 square miles, and 93 settlements, including the town of Sudzha. The seizure of the penal colony will be an important step in documenting war crimes committed by Russia against prisoners of war, human rights activists said. Since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, one of the main places where Ukrainian prisoners were held was a detention center in the city of Kursk, according to the Media Initiative for Human Rights. Subsequently, the organization found that female prisoners were also taken to the women's penal colony in Malaya Lokhnya, which is designed to hold over 200 people. In the fall of 2022, more than 50 captured military and civilian women were held there, the Media Initiative for Human Rights said. The human rights organization documented the testimonies of several prisoners held in this colony. They mentioned that physical force and humiliation were used against them, which led to significant health problems. Former prisoners also said that they could not remember the wardens or the administration of the colony because they hid their faces and did not allow prisoners to raise their heads when the staff entered the cell. The penal colony in Malaya Lokhnya served as a temporary detention facility before prisoner exchanges, with prisoners held there up to several months, the Media Initiative for Human Rights said, citing witnesses. Ukraine's surprise incursion into Kursk Oblast in southwestern Russia helped Kyiv to once again change the narrative of Russia's invincibility in the war, says retired U.S. Lieutenant General Ben Hodges. Hodges, who served as commander of the U.S. Army Europe from 2014-2017 and has helped to train Ukrainian soldiers, said the Kursk operation exposed the discord between different Russian forces commands and President Vladimir Putin's personal failure to protect Russia, one of the main pillars of his power grip on the country. But building upon Ukraine's success in Kursk would require decisive further commitments by Kyiv's Western allies to help Ukraine win the war. both enforcing tighter sanctions against Russia and ensuring uninterrupted flow of military aid to Ukraine, Hodges added. Oleksandr Kucher, driver of the Stryker APC from the 82nd Brigade, talks about the strong points of the vehicle and the role it played in the early stages of the Kursk operation.
Когда десант настроен, допустим, ехать з екіпажем, да, і він бачить, що екіпаж, тобто, хлопці не перший день, допустим, за рулем такої бойової машини, то вони не відказують, що ми сюди не їдемо. Є такі, да, я не хочу, я боюся, там, як командир каже, тебе тут ніхто не держить. Бери жовтий пакет, підеш до тебе. Металокераміка йде, защита, плити йдуть. Тобто видержує 7,62 видержує набої, 5,45, це таке царапинки там. Да, таке як уже РПГ, іде либо птур, тобто це вже, да, вже пробиває машину, машина горить. Це не ті, допустим, як БТР-80, да, там, які прошиваються з автоматом. Тут, да, тут, коли сиділи в підбитій машині, то ти чуєш, як воно тільки звенить по броні і все. Тобто, дзенькає. А так, ну, багато чого воно допомагає. Якщо виведуть зі строю, так сказати, водія, ляже весь екіпаж машини і вся піхота, яка буде в машині. Да? От у нас вийшло що? Нас підбили, да? У нас всі живі. Да, є 300, але у нас всі живі. Тобто, основна маса людей, яка їхала в машині, всі живі. Ми сюди приїхали, тобто, і потім вже осознаєш, що ти зробив. Тобто, і ти, як сказати, доволі великий вклад зробив в це. Тобто, ти заїхав туди, куди, допустим, другі бояться, да, заїжджати. Ти виконав ту бойову задачу, може не до кінця, да? Не до кінця чого, тому що підбита машина була. Тобто, я знаю, що зараз це село вже наші хлопці взяли, тобто, куди я їхав з командиром. Тобто, у нас не вийшло, тому що ну, така ситуація. Командир стане на ноги, ми підвищуємося і опять вперед. Я вважаю, що ми не робимо такого, як вони у нас дозволяли собі в той же Бучі, да, там, там, тобто, ми не дозволяли там розстрілювати всіх там і тому подобне. Ми чисто військові працюємо. І все. Тобто тепер почувствуй, подивись, як тебе хата горить, там, і тому подобне.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.